Bracy, right? Give us your character name and a quick description of him.
Jesus. I'm gonna play him like Doc Holliday out of Tombstone. So I'll call him Doc.
Right. Okay. Sean, what's your character called?
I have no idea.
Is he actually Pat Winchester?
Call him McQueen, because the only time I can remember a guy with a Winchester, except for Lee Van Cleef, is a Steve McQueen movie where he had a cut-down Winchester as a pistol. So we'll call my guy McQueen. Why
not? Right. So you work as U.S. Marshals in the Deadlands, which is the weird West. It's all strange because they mined up this stuff called Ghost Rock. And you've been sent out tracking down a minor gang of criminal wannabes, the Hawkins gang. They're so inept they managed to try and rob a train carrying the marshals on their work outing. They appear to be holed up in a farm several miles from town. Now, if I get this right, I should be able to drop this, and there's and there it gives you the thing there. The Hawkins gang consists of Billy Black Duke Hawkins, Mean Brown, Riding Scott, and Shooting Dixon. They're not only inept, they are like have no imagination.
Dumber and really dumb. Okay.
So you've tracked down the Hawkins gang to this small farmhouse. You followed the footprints, and you crouched in the map to the right and to the north, sort of the top quarter of the map. So you're up in that top corner, sort of up here. So whereabouts have you got you guys?
I shall go here and be leaning on the stump. He's a stump leaner.
Right, you're leaning on the stump. What about you there, Doc?
I'm going to be beside him, ready so I can go towards the buildings.
Right. Are you crouched in the open, or are you hiding in the tree line? Or
hiding in the tree line?
I'm crouched using the stump to steady me. How do we open the combat tracker? Or can we not open the combat tracker?
I don't know.
Slightly different to D&D.
I'm not sure. I have to be honest. Is it yes, there's little swords in the very top corner. And you should be able to see... The
very top corner of what?
Of the screen.
Top right-hand corner.
Top right-hand corner. There's
7 little grey boxes.
Yeah, there's the swords is the combat tracker. The next one's the party sheet, which that does loot and stuff, which we probably don't need to worry about. Right, so it's all quiet. The wind blows, and there's like a little dust devil sort of blows itself across the floor. Are you just waiting, or
can we hear anything from inside the building?
Yeah, what can we actually see?
Right, you can see that the building's closed. You can hear mooing coming from the barn, which is to the south of you, next to where that wagon is.
Yeah.
So if you make a notice roll, and that does your perception. So
notice roll.
You open your character sheet.
Yep.
And you can either double click notice or you can drag it onto the sheet. Right, you get a 5, which is a success from McQueen. You can change your name, I think. Yes, you can. It's okay, we can change names, we're good.
Dog.
Oh, I should have called him Doug, as in Deputy Doug.
You can still change it to Doug if you want. Right, so Doc, you don't hear anything, but McQueen, you hear a cow makes a sort of noise.
Yeah, no porn.
And it's all quiet, you know, like in the Old West, it's like just the wind blowing. And then running out of the barn, assuming I can do this. Mark
is it a cow with a very concerned look on its face? What the hell is that?
Right, can you say that?
Yeah, what is it?
I'm not quite sure what it is.
You can zoom in. With the middle mouse.
Right.
Okay.
I thought this was some sort of rat or something.
You've obviously been noticed as this cowboy. He's got like just wearing only cowboy boots, and you know those long johns with the flap at the back. Comes running out of the barn.
Easy access.
Yes, he's flaps down, and he runs sideways towards the well, fanning his gun, and he shouts, "It's the law! It's the law!" So he runs over here to the well, and he is shooting Dixon, obviously by his name, and he basically fans the hammer, which gives him a modifier of -4, and he's only an extra. He's not a wild card. So, number 2. Oh, what the hell do I do with number 2?
Nobody sit on the toilet.
Oh, he's disappeared.
Why has he disappeared?
Oh.
Hidden?
He's gone to the graveyard in the sky.
He fell down the well. What's that, Skippy? There's a
right
down the well?
Right,
There's a dickhead down the well. Right, it's put him back on, but it's turned him, so he's now aiming at the barn.
That's how inept he is. He's actually aiming the wrong way.
Okay.
He couldn't hit a barn door with a pistol from 10 yards.
I guess his date with the bovine didn't go well then. Because we know what he was doing in that barn. Exactly, that's what the cow said. I would quite like to shoot him in the head, as he is a dirty cow. I'm not going to say the last word.
The cow was like, didn't even take us to dinner.
It's like, Paul, I've got my wide top boots on, and that's going to worry some cows.
Meanwhile, the cow's going, moo, moo, which translates to, that's not consent, that's not consent.
Right, I can't work how to make him shoot, so that's not going well. Right, so he's at a -4, and he gets a D6.
Right. And it just disappeared. So I guess only you can see it. Or it just failed miserably.
Right, that's his faction. Because I'm sure...
The United Union of Cow Lovers? Is that his faction?
Ah, right. If you click the little thingy, it opens him up. Right, got you. It opens him up like you did to that cow.
I am not clicking his little thingy after he's been with a cow. Thank you, but no thank you.
Right, so if I... hang on. Right. Yes. So he thumbs the hammer, which means he gets 3 shots at -4. And he basically goes... Pew, 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 pew. The bullets like bang along in front of your feet, kicking up little bits of dust. But other than that, he misses by a mile. And he's like running sideways, fanning the hammer of his revolver. It's a law! Get him, Paul! Get him, Paul! Yeah, he does.
He thinks he looks really
with his little bare ass blown in the wind where the flap of his...
I just thought of a better name, actually.
What's that?
Law. Martial law.
Right.
This is supposed to be martials. But doesn't matter, I'll stick with McQueen.
I kind of figured the combat track. Right, so now I need to figure out how to deal around. Because now it goes to initiative. Deal, right? Okay. Deal. Deal. Right, Doc, you've got the Joker, so you get an extra Benny.
And he gets to pick whenever he wants to go, doesn't he?
Yeah, right.
That comic he gives.
Oh, you've got 3 Bennies. So you get a Benny, and also McQueen gets a Benny because you drew the Joker. So you can go now, or you can literally wait.
Is that valid just for this turn? That Joker?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It is. The Bandito's going last.
Oh, well, I'll go. Oh, I'll take a shot at him.
Right, so if you open up your character sheet by clicking on the little dragon thing, and then you go to combat.
Yeah.
And your guns are there. Now, if you fire both your guns,
pew, pew.
You're at -2 for the second one, I believe.
Oh, no. 1 round should be enough.
Because you've got ambidexterity and stuff, but I'm not sure what it does. So this presumably would know better. You've got ambidextrous, ignore offhand, quick, and 2-gun kid. Right, but you click on 2-gun kid works like 2-fisted. You don't get a multi-action penalty, so you can fire both revolvers at the same time because you're 2-fisted and quick and have no penalty. So it's just straight up shooting.
So double-fisted, eh?
Yeah.
Not saying a word about that.
Right. Okay. Doc opens fire.
But if I suddenly say put a cow costume on, you know you're in trouble.
You got Joker as well. Joker's wild, so you also get extra +2. So roll your shooting. So type in on the modifier thing. Type in 2 for the Joker.
Hang on, I'm trying to. Where's this? Is this still in combat?
Right, in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a yellow box that says modifier.
On what screen?
On the main screen. Very bottom left-hand corner.
Oh, yes. See it? Yeah.
Yes. Click on that and then put 2 because you're at +2 for the Joker.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Now, are you standing still? Are you running?
Oh, no.
Right. So, and because you dock 2 pistols, you don't get any penalties.
Mm-hmm.
So then you just roll your shooting, and it should roll that and a wild die. So click combat. Right, you get a 7, which is enough for a raise, I believe. So that's plus D6 damage. So now you roll against his toughness, which is the 2 dice. Oh, sorry, are you shooting with 1 gun or 2?
1 gun.
Right. So you double click on the 2 dice on your cult peacemaker. Oh, it automatically puts the Joker bonus in. 7, and this inept tosser has got a toughness of 4, and you got a 7. So that's 3. So he's stunned. So you shoot him. You catch him in the leg, and he's like, "Ah, God!" and then starts limping and pulling himself towards the well, but he's unable to act any further because he is stunned, I think they call it. Next up is McQueen. So the single shot rings out from Doc, bang, hits him in the leg, and he like falls against the well, but he's unable to do anything else. And you go bang.
I shoot him with my Spencer carbine. Now, where am I actually clicking to roll to hit? Is it the dice next to the weapon you're using?
Right. Yes, I believe it's your open combat.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. And then you've got your carbine.
Do I drag it or do I just click on it?
You can either double click or you can drag.
I can't actually see what's going on over there.
Right.
Okay.
You got a 3 on to that. But you get a +1 for your, because you've got a named weapon. I don't know what the name of your carbine is, but it has a name, so you get +1 to damage and +1 to.
Vera.
Right, so
because I think that's what Jen calls his in
you shoot Vera,
Firefly.
and you get a 4, so that's a hit. So if you would care to roll your damage, which is the second 2 dice, 2d8. Right, that's 8, so that is a raise. So you kill shooting Dixon like the dog he is. Where do you shoot him?
In the dick.
Hey,
I mean, you know, he's called shooting Dixon. He was just molesting a cow. Where else am I going to shoot him?
Yeah, right, with a he shoot him in the dick, and he collapses against the well. He lives long enough just for blood to trickle out of his mouth as he tries to bring his gun up, and he sort of half raises it, looks you in the eye, spaghetti western style, and then slumps dead against the well.
He shall never molest a cow ever again.
Right, I think. All right, yes, because what we should have done is selected him as the target or dropped the dice on him. That's right. So I have to mark him as dead because he's fucking useless at the best of times. How do I mark him as dead? Delete combatants. You are deleted. Boom. Okay, maybe you're not. Yes, he is.
Oh, he's disappeared.
Right. So, shooting Dixon lies dead against the well. Make another notice roll.
I will when I can find where my skills have gone. There we go.
Right, you both succeed. Doc notices a fraction of a second first due to his he got a raise, and you see from the house ahead, you know, it's got like there's raggy curtains that are drawn in the door shut, but you just see the curtain in the corner move to one side as there's like a gun barrel starts to poke out between the curtains.
Well, I know where we're shooting next.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot at the window where the gun barrel is sticking out of. We can't see a target yet, but it'll at least get them to put their heads down.
You can't, but you can shoot at a -4. So if you type -4 into the modifier box, and then what I will do is,
okay,
and then you can roll your shooting. So you get a 0. Even with your +1 for your carbine, there's a and the curtain goes to one side. And just at that moment, I must be able to deal. Action cards, deal the wall, that's it. Okay, short NPC. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out. Townsfolk gets Joker bonus. Well, that's good to know, isn't it?
That could be bad.
Right, so can you see in that hut at all or not?
Yes, we can see a dude standing in the hut behind where the door is.
But we can't see any details inside the hut.
He's actually standing over there by that window. Because obviously it says, oh, toggle invisibility. So if I toggle mask sensitive invisibility. Right, so can you see anything else?
No.
Nope.
Aha! Right, so I figured that bit out. Okay, so that's cool. So basically, there's this guy behind the door. You're at -4 for shooting him, though. Because he's and there's a as he shoots you on a 1 to 4 he'll shoot at McQueen. No, he shoots at Doc. So let me pull up the combat tracker and see what's happening. Who goes first this round? All right, I've got to clear all, and then I've got to deal to all. Got ya. Okay, it's a little bit clunky, but so we've got Ace, the Bandito. Is not on the combat tracker for some reason. Why is he not on the combat tracker? Right, now he's on the combat tracker. Right, sorry about that. Okay, now I know what I'm doing. Right.
McQueen's disappeared.
Why has he disappeared?
You're asking us like we would know.
Yeah, tell you.
There you go, because you've got actual proper cowboy tokens, but I think I did it wrong. But yeah, well, I'll figure it out for next game. Right.
Yep, so now I am a bandito with a pistol. Sorry, just getting Jack to get us a cup of tea. Right. Okay, I would like to move slightly so that the tree stump is between me and the house.
And take partial cover. Right.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Bandito shoots first. He's very bad at shooting though, so.
I mean, I can't remember how we rotate the tokens.
You click on it with your mouse and then use the mouse wheel.
Aha.
All right, hang on. So if I control and click you, because he was shooting at McQueen, wasn't he? Yes, and then I hit that D4. Miss! Right, okay, after all of that, he goes pew, and totally misses you.
Yeah, but we are still learning, so I mean...
Yes.
Right, he's now invisible again and not showing up in the combat tracker. But to be honest, that would be right, wouldn't it? Because if he's sort of shooting around a curtain type of thing, we wouldn't be able to see him anyway. We know which window he's shooting out of, but that's it. Does that make sense?
It does, but I should be able to set him as mask visibility. That's what. Basically, if you see the mask, if you look inside the house, you should be able to see him, but I'm trying to figure out the mask.
Okay,
right.
So far in the combat tracker, it's now shown Banditos 2, 3, and 4, me, Sean, and then townsfolk.
Yeah, 2 is dead. So I'm not sure how to make him dead, but I'm working.
Well, no, 1's dead. Remember, we killed, Dickless Dixon. And he's now going to be known from now on.
Dickless Dixon!
Right. So, and there was 4 dudes, so 2, 3, and 4's right. There's still 3 of them left. But I don't know where the townsfolk persons come from. Right, so it's put Bandito 2 where Bandito 1 was.
Yes.
Right, now he's disappeared.
So I've moved them in the proper places. Right, so from the other window, you see another Bandito who is going to shoot a Doc, which is that one. Hopefully.
Right, so if I remember from reading that comic, on our, what is it? Right, so for example, I've also got a Smith & Wesson. It's got ranged markers 12, 24, and 48. Right?
Yes.
Am I correct in thinking that 1 square equals 2? Because because that's 12 yards, and I think in the comic it said 6 inches on the thing equals 12.
Yeah. Well, according to the range tracker I've got, because this does the range, when you click on somebody, you're 11 inches away from where they are. So
we're going to have to get closer.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So next up is McQueen, followed by Doc.
Do we have like something that indicates how far we can move in a turn?
You just drag it, but it's your pace.
Right.
So you open your character up.
Yeah, I've got it open. I'm just trying to... Oh, I've got something called Deadshot and Steady Hands. Don't know what that means.
Steady hands means you don't get a penalty for moving, so you can run and shoot at the same time, or ride a horse and shoot at the same time. Deadshot means if you pull a joker, all your actions for shooting that turn at +4 to hit and +4 to damage.
Nice. Okay, my pace is 6, but it looks like it's got a die next to it. So is that 6 squares, or is
you can move
yards?
6 squares. If you forgo your shooting action, you can run, which is why you've got the pace die, so you can roll and move that extra if you're running.
Well, I only want to go behind the well, which should put us in range of the house.
Yes.
Right. If it'll let me pick up my token, which it's not. Hang on, I've got it. Okay, I want to go there. Is that okay?
That's fine, yeah. Right.
Can I still shoot this turn or not?
Yes, you can, because you didn't use your running die. So you can, and you've got steady, is it called? So you don't get a penalty for that. You are shooting at -4 because you're basically shooting through a window, but you can't actually see him.
Yeah, I've got Deadshot and Steady Hands and trademark weapons and the Spencer rifle. So
yeah, so you get +1 automatically.
Or Vera, as we call her.
Yeah, so you get +1 for Vera, so stick -3 in the modifier bit. And then...
And I'm well within my range, which is 20 for the shortest. Do we know what the difference is between the 3 range things?
Yes.
Is it like to indicate drop-off or something, so it's like harder to hit at that distance?
Yes. Yeah,
and
it's 0, -2, -4.
Right, okay, cool. That's pretty straightforward.
Right, so I'm trying to make him visible. So you should be able to see him now, yeah?
Yep.
Right, yeah, but there's 2 windows. There's a guy behind each one. I'm aiming to the one directly in front of us.
So if you hold down control, and then left-click on his token, that should set him as target for you.
Nope. Nothing's happening. Are we sure it's control?
Yes. Right, I can do it to your token. Maybe it's something I haven't set properly. But I've set him. He's 8 inches away.
Yeah, that's well within the... Spencer's like 20. So
now, when you roll, it should automatically roll against his stats. Right, so you crouch behind the well. Whoa, he explodes. Wow. Okay, that's a lot.
What just happened?
Right. So basically, when you roll the maximum on the die, it aces. So then you roll it again and add in, rolling again and add on. So you actually rolled a 13, but you got the -3. But that is enough for 2 raises. So what you need to do is roll your damage, because that is a hit with a raise, which it does automatically, and it causes 2 wounds. Right, you go. There's a and he falls forward through the window, through the curtains, and lands dead. Lands dead at the foot, like half hanging out with like his boots, just because he couldn't just fall over. No, he couldn't do that. Right, so next up is Doc.
How long did it take to get all the sound effects?
I've got a sound app on my phone. I just get them as MP3s.
Nice. I like it. Poor guy. No, not really. I'm glad he's dead.
Right. Okay.
Moving
So
on.
next up we have Doc.
Right.
Right. So if you target the second one, can you hold down Control and then left click on his token?
Yes.
Right. So it's something I've done to Sean's token that's fucked it up.
Well, it's you've got to be clicking it literally. It's a single click, but you've got to mouse over till you get the little like his title thing. Otherwise, it won't target.
Right.
I say I wasn't getting that at all.
Yeah, but I accidentally deleted your token somehow. So
yeah, I know you've turned me into a bandito.
Don't know how
Which,
happened.
to be fair, is better in some ways because now we know exactly which way I'm facing.
Right. So, Bracey, it's your turn. You can stay where you are, but obviously that's a range of 12. You can move forward, but you'll get a penalty of 2 for moving. But you can open fire with both pistols if you want, because you're a two-fisted kid and no penalty.
No, I'm just going to move up behind McQueen and take up cover as well.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that.
Because next turn,
I mean, I know we're good friends and everything, but you know, the only problem is with having your token right on top of mine. It's going to be a nightmare trying to get to my token.
All right.
So I mean, we could say you.
Just say I'm on in the same grid square. I'm just
right. I'll move there, and then you can move in next to us.
Right, you've moved that, so hold on. So I may be able to do something amazing here. Maybe, not sure. Gonna give it a go. Right. Can you now see in the barn?
Yep.
Yes. I can see part of a violated cow.
There's a really traumatized cow standing there in the barn.
I mean, thankfully we can't see its face yet, so we don't know how traumatized it actually is.
But yes, you can shoot anywhere, Bracey. It's Savage Worlds. Basically, it's like Fate. You don't lose anything by acting. So you can hide, or you can just take a pot shot, or you can aim, or whatever.
I'll take a pot shot.
What, the cow? That's a bit harsh. Do you not think it's been through enough today?
Right, put the modifier -2, and then because you've got them selected, you should be able to roll, and it should do it automatically. This is the theory. Hit with a raise. Right, so now if you roll your weapon, roll your damage, because you hit him even though he's in the thing. Right, you didn't roll your damage there.
Nope, was it not?
He's broken, hasn't he? Tell the truth. We can't play Fantasy Grounds anymore because Sean's just broken.
Well, somehow I broke your token and turned you from Lee Van Cleef into a bandito. So, I don't know.
That's the game trying to tell you
Right, so
something.
click on your combat,
Uh-huh.
and then the 2 dice on the right-hand side.
Your damage dice.
Right, 2 wounds. Right, so the shot rings out again, goes through the window. Bandito 2 staggers to the side, falls forward out the door, staggers, clutching at his chest, and then
What's it?
falls dead. falls dead in the dust.
Do we know what name that one was? Just so we can change it to Drama Queen?
That one was Mean Brown.
Drama Queen Brown, that's what we'll call him from now on.
Yeah, Drama Queen Brown. The other one, the one that you killed, Bandito 3, is Riding. Right, so it's Riding.
Oh
I went on a cowboy random name generator, and this is what it came up with, man. Right, so
because there's a random name generator for everything now.
Yeah, so finally it's the bad guys. So the door opens, and as out is pushed a woman. Behind him, you see Billy Black Duke Hawkins. He's got his gun to her head. He's got his hand around her throat, and he's like, "You, no man, let me go, or I shoot the woman. I swear to God, I shoot the woman." Right, she's crying and being absolutely useless as all people are.
Come here.
Shall I shoot her in the leg?
Yeah, when she falls, I'll shoot
She
him.
falls over, you slap in.
So,
yeah. Let's do that. That sounds like a plan.
right. Okay. So
why not? Yeah.
Right. So basically, what I'll do is now I'll redeal the cards, and hopefully nobody will be deleted this turn. But no guarantees. That's all I'm saying. Action cards. Clear all. Action cards. Deal to all. Yeah, right. It doesn't seem to be a way to set them. Right, so
that actually works the way that we want to do it.
She gets a 9. Doc is first on Ace, then McQueen, and then Black Duke Hawkins. Right, so
yeah, so that
you're going to shoot. You're going to
to
shoot her in the leg.
I want to shoot. Yeah, so she falls over.
Right. Okay, so control click on it and then do a shooting.
Try not to kill her.
Can I do an aim shot for a leg, or
you can actually? There's a penalty of -2, so click -2 in the modifier. Because it's -4 for a head or a vital organ,
yeah,
-2 for a limb or a other thing. There's all sorts of actions: aim shot, defend, and crazy shit like that. Right, go for it. Hit with a raise, right? Because you're not trying to kill her. You shoot her in the leg. She goes, "Oh, ma!" and she collapses to the ground. And then Billy Black Duke Hawkins just sort of looks shocked, like as this woman collapses to the ground. He's holding a gun pointing sideways at what was her head, and it's like, "Oh no!" like that. And then next up it is
me.
You.
He goes last. It's still not letting me target him at all because I'm now a bandito.
Yes, I broke that, and I need to work out how to fix it. Go to party. Drag that to the combat trial.
The most ruthless lawman in the Weird West. Shoot in the leg, I'll shoot him.
I think you are ruthless.
She got two of them fuckers she doesn't need.
It's good. You're supposed to drag that to the party tracker and then drag it from the party tracker. I don't know what I've done. I literally don't know. What I'll do is I'll set it for you, right? Because I don't know what I've broke. There's got to be something.
So is that town drummer now going to be called Limp Along Sally?
Right.
No, literally, long, tall Sally, because one of her legs is now considerably shorter than the other.
Long, tall Sally. Hit with a raise, right? So roll your damage. Wow, 2 wounds, right. There's a and she goes, oh my, collapses to the ground. For like 1 second, Billy Blackduke looks surprised, and then where do you shoot him?
In the chest.
Right, you shoot him clean through the heart.
Bap.
Centre mass, and he staggers backwards. He clutches at his chest. He sort of half raises his pistol and then drops it, and then falls to his knees long enough to let out a scream. And he collapses to the ground. These bandits, are they? Wilhelm scream, yeah. Right, so if I clear the combat tracker now, I don't know how to do that. Things I have to show cards. What does show cards do? Ah, there's a button for next round. You just click next round and it automatically deals for you. Duh. Okay. Never mind. Right, so after finishing off the Hawkins gang, is one of them alive long enough to expire to say something mean and cowboy to them?
Well, from us, no, they didn't get a chance to.
They didn't get a chance. Right, so
like we were so fascinated with them dying in dramatic manners, we never got a chance to say anything before they went, ah! It died.
Ah! Right, so you've dealt with the Hawkins gang, and then what do you do now? She's lying there holding her leg. It was a clean through and through because it was a good shot though. And she goes, "You shot me! You shot me, lawman!"
Yeah, what's your point? I have 4 in healing. I'd like to try and bind a wound.
Right, so now if
that's possible, because obviously we don't want to bleed to death.
Yes, right. She should be
targeted.
The
nice one. He's the main one.
She should be targeted, so you should be able to just roll your healing.
Don't know what that was.
That was 3. That was a 3, so it wasn't great. Now you can spend a penny to re-roll anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm literally just trying to bind a wound up. I'm not really trying to heal her. I'm just trying to stop her bleeding out. So I don't really want to waste a penny on that if I don't have to.
No, you don't have to. So she's like, "Thank you, Marshall. You're brutal but fair, man."
So I'm like, no, I guess. So did I manage to do it, or?
You've bound it up, but it's still bleeding.
Has Doc got any healing, or is that just a nickname? Because Doc Holliday wasn't actually a doc; he was a dentist. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I've got healing actually. So
you can do an unskilled, which is a -2, but again, your dice can explode, and because she's an extra, she doesn't get the. You should have gotten the wild die on that healing as well. For some reason, Sean, it didn't roll it. So roll a d6 as well.
Okay.
Yeah, 6, and that's a raise. So roll another d6. Right, I don't know why, but yes, anything you do is a wild card, i.e., a play character or a monster. So you get an 11. So yes, you stop the bleeding, you plug the wound up, and you wrap a bandage around her leg. And she says, "Thank you, Marshal. I saw my life flash before my eyes."
Ah, I just can't take them seriously. What can I say? That's fine, man, but we had to get the bad guy. What are you doing, Mr. Doc?
Are we sure we've got all the gang members? Was only
Yes, there was definitely
Yeah, we were
4.
told there was only 4 of them. I mean,
Yeah.
we should really.
There was a lot more,
pardon,
but they decided to attack a train that was full of all of the marshals going up. Yeah, and basically there was a whole hail of gunfire, and then there was only 4 left.
Yeah, not the smartest tools in the box. I would like to check out the little hut thing to make sure there isn't anybody else in there. And do you want to go and give counselling to the cow in the barn and make sure that the cow's not that traumatized?
I will just fill it in. There you go. Because you've got time now. There's no more baddies lying about.
All right, that's all I wanted to check out to see if there was like another hostage or something.
Right. So what do you do with the bodies? Do you throw 2 each over each horse? You've got a cart there that you could borrow off the farm lady.
Yeah, we'll just chuck them in the cart. Makes sense, more sense, doesn't it? What do you think, Doc?
Yeah, sounds.
Yeah, we'll chuck them in the cart then and take them back to the sheriff's office in town. I would imagine that's where we'd drop them off.
Yeah.
I don't know how marshals in the Weird West work, whether they got like a stipend off the state, because I believe they're statewide law officials.
Yeah, you can take the bodies back. You'd be trusted if you just were told, if you just went and said, yeah, we killed them all, but usually you'd take the bodies back. So
if we take the bodies back in the cart and take the lady into town to the doctors, I think would make sense. What do you think, Sean?
Yeah, that sounds good enough.
Yeah, because I've literally just bound a leg with a rag off one of their shirts.
Yeah,
which is not very hygienic, I wouldn't imagine.
Well, she can drive the cart and you can ride on your 2 horses.
All right, okay.
Yeah, and then chuck all the bodies on the back.
Just with there not being another horse on the map, I figured we'd have to use one of our horses for the. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, right. So you pack up, you head off. The journey to the town takes you near the border of the Coyote Confederation. That's a series, one of the Indian tribes holds a series of lands, and you hear a weak cry for help. Help me! Help me! Can you make some notice rolls, please? Trait rolls a natural 1. Oh, right. Yeah, if you get double ones, you fumble. Right, so McQueen, between like 2 scrubby bushes, you spot a small, a guy who's buried up to his neck. All you can see is his balding head with a big pair of thick-rimmed glasses on, and there's some kind of rubbish or detritus scattered around his head. And he's shouting, he looks pretty badly off. He's shouting, "Oh, help me, please. Somebody help me."
Okay, well, I guess we'll just let her carry on to town with things. The bodies. I'm going to go over and talk to this guy and say, what happened?
Why did the Indians bury you?
You ride up, and as you get close to him, you see that the stuff that's lying around him, it looks like his travelling gear has been scattered all around. But in addition, there's a camera and a bunch of photographic plates. It says, "Oh, marshals, thank the high heaven. My name's Mr. Franklin, Oswald Franklin." He says, "Those Indians, they buried me gun dashed up to the neck. I need help, please."
Why did they bury you up to the neck?
He says, I wanted to see them and to take some photographs, but the chief there, Pale Moon, he took an obsession to me taking a photograph of him. And then the next thing I know, I'm knocked over the head and I wake up and I'm buried up to the neck.
Yeah, First Nation people believe that if you take a photograph of them, you're capturing their soul.
He says,
you should have known this, Mr. Is he Oswald Franklin or Franklin?
Oswald Franklin. Oswald Franklin.
You should have known this, Mr. Franklin. I guess we'd dig him out.
Right, you pull shovels off your horses. You dig them out.
Unless, of course, Doc wants to shoot him. You know, I mean, that's your new thing.
We dig him out. We dig him out. Then we shoot him in the leg, and then we let him go. He says, I'll give you $25 if you take me into town. It's all the money I have.
Yeah, sure, okay, I'll take him into town. Not really bothered about the money, to be honest, but okay.
Right, so... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Can we have a look around to see if is there any Indians watching us or anything?
Give us a notice roll.
I'm pretty sure the term Indians is now really offensive. Just saying. In case we have any First Nation people watching.
You are quite certain that there is nothing nearby. You do see a lot of footprints. And it looks like they've tipped his bag out and scattered all of his stuff about. But since he was knocked out at a different location, it seems weird that they brought his bag all the way here and then tipped all of his stuff out all over the floor. That's what you notice. He goes, oh, my photos, my precious photos of ghosts and ghoulies and all things macabre. And he starts getting all of his photos and he goes, I'll show you this. Look, this is a Wendigo, the actual Wendigo. And he shows you, and it's like a blurry Bigfoot-esque type photo with something that may be walking in the background. And he says, and this one's an actual goodness to goodness ghost. And it's like, it's an orb. And he's like, it's an orb, look. It's a manifestation of evil. Evil.
Definitely been hit on the head.
Yeah, more than once by the sounds of it, but okay. All right, and we'll help him gather his crap together, I guess, and I don't know, head to town. What do you think, Doc?
Yeah. I'll reload the 3 rounds that I used up.
Oh yeah, that's a point. I reload the 2 rounds I used. Do we have anything that tells us how much ammo we've got?
You do. On your character sheet,
I mean, it tells us how many
combat
rounds.
Yes, so where it says 6 out of 6, you can actually... Oh, you mean how many you're carrying in total?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be under equipment. It'll be in the inventory. I didn't bother doing that sort of stuff yet.
All right, so we just assume we've got enough.
Yeah, you've got enough bullets to last. It's only a short adventure.
Okay.
So around a couple of hours later, you've already caught up to the young farmer lady. What's her name? Sally, one-legged Sally or something.
Sally. What did you say you were going to call it?
Long tall Sally.
Long tall Sally.
Long tall Sally.
Yeah, okay. I like that better.
Yeah, I like that. Right, so... Oh, right, okay, this is cool now. I'm trying to figure out how to do things.
No, I don't like it when the DM goes,
right,
I'm trying to figure out how to do things.
Can you please give me notice rolls? You catch up to Long Tall Sally, and a few hours later, you may attempt a notice roll.
Not me.
Doc succeeds. Right, Doc, it appears that you have picked up a tail. You spot several shadowy figures on horseback decked out in war paint. They're quite a distance away, though.
It's the Native Americans.
Do
First
you
Nation.
do you point this out to McQueen?
I surreptitiously, without obviously going, here, look at them.
You could do. I mean, it doesn't really make any difference, does it?
Right, you say, all right, look at them.
How?
I know what I should have done here. Yes, right. If you see the little bars along the bottom. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's your macro bar. You can drag anything to that bar. So if you've got a skill you like to use, like notice, you can drag it onto that bar. So if I drag that to there, yeah, or your character sheet, you can drag to there and have your own macro thing.
Right. Let's not confuse the issue.
Just because I needed to drag some things there because I keep opening the same one. I'm like, where are they? Right. So you surreptitiously,
All right. So I whispered to Doc, how many, and where are they? Like
Doc says,
Doc, how many? Where are they?
They're right behind you, and there's 3 of them. Just as you do that, they let out a piercing war cry. I'm not going to do any kind of racist war cry, and stick the heels to the horses, and they charge you. They're carrying tomahawks. They have carbines over the back, and it looks like a stick with feathers on. A distinctly non-racist stick with feather on. And the charge towards you, whooping and hollering.
So I guess it's initiative time then. Or whatever it's called in this.
I further diplomatic relations by pulling out my pistol and shoot them.
Exactly. I am going to stick with Vera.
I click delete PCs. I'm going to try deleting you, Sean, and re-adding you because I obviously broke delete PCs. Right. So if I go to party, this would be going much faster if I knew what the hell I was doing. I'll be honest.
Well, don't worry about it. I mean, it's like the first time we've used Fantasy Grounds and the first time we've played this game. So there's bound to be some teething problems.
Right. You had fancy things. Now, when I've dragged you to the combat track the second time, you have blank tokens, which is not good, not ideal, to say the least.
Well, we're still on the farmhouse map. Sean's still Clint Eastwood, and I'm still a bandito.
Right. So you can close that map now. I thought if I closed it, it would automatically close up, but it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Right. So if I go deal all.
I really suck at these initiative rolls, don't I?
Right. Okay. So we have 2 queens and 10. Doc goes first on a king, however. So we're going to be doing this Theatre of the Mind because I don't have a map for this, I don't believe. Maybe I do. We'll find out. We've got library maps. No, I haven't. Oh, well. I just needed a standard map, basically. It'll be under images.
Right. In the combat track, it's shown Doc and I, but not the First Nation warriors.
Yeah, because they're NPCs. Because I've got them. They'll be invisible until I show them like that.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Right. So, Doc, you go first, but they are still at range. They're riding towards you, whooping and a hollering. Sticks out.
A whooping and a hollering.
Right. So this honor thing. Do I get a bonus to shoot the horses out from under them?
No.
I shoot the hostage. I shoot the horses.
No, but you can shoot the horse if you like.
Yeah, I'll shoot the horse out from under the first one.
Okay. So I need to find a war horse then, don't I? Because apparently they do. Swayed GM guide.
It's warhorse. Aye. It's a warhorse.
Vampire ancient. Yeah, they were riding ancient vampires.
Okay. Where the hell did that come from?
Horse, war. There you go. So, we have some war horses as well. Right.
Doc obviously doesn't give a shit.
Doc doesn't give a shit and shoots the horse, the first horse. Go ahead.
Oh,
critical failure. Right. He goes click.
Click?
And loses his actions. Click!
Oh, right. Great.
Both please give us notice rolls.
Actually, I'm going to spend a penny. I'm going to re-roll that.
You can't re-roll a double one. It's one of the optional rules which I love. You know, crit's a crit.
Crit's a crit.
Right. So he goes.
That drama. Whether it's a crit success or a crit fail, it adds drama.
Whips his gun out and goes click. You would be at -2 because you're riding, remember? McQueen's the one that doesn't get a penalty for riding because you're a quick draw kid. Right. He goes click. They ride half of the distance to you, charging the horses with flames with flecks of foam at their mouths. Right. Can you both give me notice rolls, please?
Oh, God.
Wow. Okay. You don't
my
notice.
dice suck. Doc
got a 10. Right. Okay. Doc, you notice their skin, right, is like they look a bit like a black and white image with a silvery sheen as they ride towards you, and they go before McQueen.
They all go before.
So they're close to within short range, and that's their action. They're not firing at you with guns, and then it's McQueen's turn. Now that they're closer, you also notice that they look like a black and white movie. The war paint that they've got on is full color, but they look like black and white, but with this silvery sheen to them.
Is it just the Braves, or is it the horses as well?
Just the Braves.
So they basically look like photos. Because at that time, they used to take photographs with glass plates back with silver nitrate, if I remember correctly. How the hell do you
Dr. Franklin seems overly excited of this. Right.
Why are you getting excited?
Right, McQueen, what are you doing? Shooting the Brave or shooting the...
Shooting the Brave.
Right. Which one? 1, 2, or 3? 3 only got a 10. Actually, they should all go together on Queens because they're NPCs.
Yeah.
I don't know why it hasn't done that.
I'll just start at the top then, because you've got them listed as Deadlands 2, Deadlands 3, and Deadlands. So
yeah,
Deadlands 2.
Right.
I'm going to try and shoot them. So I'm on combat.
Don't forget to add 1 modifier for your weapon. I assume you're using Vera, or are you pulling out your pistol?
No, I'm going to use Vera.
And it explodes. Right, it's a good hit. So you roll your damage and add a d6 to it. So Vera's damage, and then roll a d6.
Ouch.
So that's 20. Right, so that's 3 raises. Right, so where do you shoot this Brave?
In the head.
Right, you shoot him in the head. He goes, boom, bam. Out goes the gun. He flies backwards off his horse and crashes to the ground. The horse veers off and rides off to the left.
Is he still moving?
Not at the moment, no.
I hate it when the DM says that. Not at the moment.
Right, I'm now going to try next round.
Yes.
Whoa, look at that.
What? Okay. Obviously, this deck of cards hate me.
The horses are great. Right, so first up is Indian Brave 2. He's lying on the ground, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, well, he's out of it. He's lying on the ground. Right, so Doc, they're at short range now. They're going to get to within melee range this turn because they're riding towards you.
Right. Can I draw out my other pistol and and I'll fan the hammer at them.
Why?
Why? Because I'm going to try dropping both horses.
When you see it, you drop. When you
do you remember the time when you said
when you fan the hammer by
empty the full clip
by using one hand to like click the triggers? Remember?
Yeah, but one pistol's
jammed. Oh yeah, you jammed one, right?
It's
yes,
jammed, isn't it?
So it's -4, and
are you putting that one away and pulling your other one out to fan the hammer? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
So -4 on your click -4 on your modifier, and then what are you shooting at?
The horses.
The 2 horses, right? Go ahead then. Right, you get a hit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one.
Can I ask a quick question?
Certainly.
Fanning the hammer, it'll empty the gun, won't it?
Yes.
Right. Just I'm actually keeping track of my shots for this combat.
A miss.
We didn't last time.
Yeah, you need a 4.
Yeah.
The Peacemaker's a 6 shooter, I believe.
Yeah, you've got 6 shots. So I don't know whether this is the Fan the Hammer Deadlands book, but I know it's a -4, and I'm not sure how many you can fire, so we'll let you fire. I'll let you fire 6 shots.
Okay.
At -4. And you miss again. You miss again. Wow,
that's
a big hit.
So how many was that? 1, 2, 5, 1 left.
So the last one was a miss as well. Then.
So basically, you hit for normal damage on the first horse. So roll your normal damage, and then you. So that's. It's got toughness of 10. Wow, the horse is pretty tough. Right. So the first one you hit the horse, but it doesn't. It doesn't stun it.
Mm.
And the second one, you roll your damage plus a d6. So that's 13 plus a d6.
So you got to roll another d6.
Roll another d6, yeah, because you got a raise. We're not using the automatic. Right, so you do 14, but that is enough for a raise. So that horse crashes to the ground. Do you kill it, or have you just wounded?
I've just wounded it. All I want to do is to get the rider off, so he's heading towards me.
Yeah. So he will make a riding roll to see if he crashes to the ground. Wow. Yeah. Right, the horse goes down, but he leaps off the horse and like literally leaps through the air at you, going from horse to horse in good old action start style because he made his riding roll. The other one shrugs it off. Right, what is your parry is 6, Doc. So who's next? McQueen goes last, doesn't he?
Oh, probably. No, there's a brave goes after me according to that. The first, the brave that should have gone first is lying on the floor after being shot in the head.
Yes.
Then Doc went. Then there's a brave. Then there's me, and then there's the last brave.
There's the brave that basically shot the horse when he fanned the hammer. Leaps off his horse to go onto Bracey's horse, but he hits him with his stick.
The totally non-racist stick.
Yes, he hits him with the stick.
Feathers on.
With the feathers on.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow, that exploded so badly.
Oh dear.
Right. He wasn't He wasn't trying to dodge his build into your parry. You can defend, which gives you a +4, but you have to declare that as your action, and you just went. Right, so that hits and does 2 wounds. Now you can spend a penny and try to soak your wounds.
I think I better spend a penny.
I think you better spend a penny because he's just lashed you with it. So now make a vigor roll.
Vigor roll.
Right, so you got a raise, so you soaked the wound. So you only take 1 wound instead of having your skull smashed in, but then make a riding roll to see if you stay on your horse. 3, right, so he smashes you in the head. Your hat comes off, the most ignoble injury that any cowboy can and you pitch backwards and you fall to the ground. You're currently stunned and you have suffered a wound.
Okay.
Right, so who is it? There's not a way to order this by... Can I order this? It would be much better if it would automatically sort them in order. You know? It's fine. Oh, no, it has. It has, right. Yeah, so that was India Brave 3. Then a War Horse, no. And then McQueen. Right, the other one is riding straight at you, McQueen.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot him. You know, let's not beat about the bush. I'm going to shoot the last guy that's still right in the woods. Yeah.
Go ahead. You need to beat a 4 to hit.
Oh, you're joking! No.
Even with your +1 for your named weapon, you miss with that.
Yeah,
roll,
I forgot to put the +1 in here. Well,
you can spend a penny, or you can and re-roll it if you like.
I think I'm better. How do I spend a penny?
I don't know. On your character sheet, you've got pennies at the top.
Yep, got 4 of them.
Try right-clicking on it. Try dragging it.
Oh, mini sheet, minimize, close.
Oh, mini sheet's got all your wounds and stuff.
You just drag it and drop it in the thing. McQueen is using a penny.
Right, okay, so re-roll that and you can put your +1 if you remember, if not.
I didn't remember.
Well, that's a 4. So it's a hit. So you can roll your damage. Technically, I get GM bennies as well, but I'm not messing with that kind of stuff yet. So it's 6 damage.
That's not great.
It is not great because these guys are really tough.
Right, so I used a Benny shot. I re-rolled that shot, so the first shot didn't actually happen. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
just I'm tracking bullets.
Right, so they've got a toughness of 6, so you hit, but it's a glancing blow. There's a weird spray of like silvery blood, as if it was a black and white movie. But he still comes at you. Right, he again swings his stick. I'm using the tomahawk roll, but he's using the actual stick with the feathers on.
They've all got a stick, yeah?
That's a 4. Yes, that's a 4. Right. What's your parry?
My parry is 6.
Right, so he takes a wild swing at you as he rides past, but misses.
Okay, cool. It's freaky because when you roll a dice, it shows the dice rolling, but it's totally grayed out, and then it disappears. It's like, oh no, what's he doing?
Right, the one that is shot in the head,
yes,
begins to sit upright and shake his head. He looks as if he's confused, but he's certainly not dead. And you shot him in the head with the carbine.
Okay.
And that is everybody's turn. So next turn.
Oh dear, that's not good.
Right.
I don't know why I think this, Doc, but I think we should try and break their sticks.
I was thinking either sticks or destroy the photos that guys took.
Okay,
Right.
both are valid options.
You hear Dr. Franklin shout out, "Oh my God, it's psychosomatic etheric waveform transference!" And he's gawping at them, and he's fumbling with his camera, trying to take another picture.
I look at Doc as if to say, what the hell is he talking about?
Right, Indian Brave Deadlands, the one that, was it Sean that shot him in the head? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I shot him.
So he's got up, he grabs his stick, and he runs towards you because he wants his own back. So he takes a mad swing at you. He uses his joker to go first and gets a +2. Oh, no. Oh, yes. So that's a 7 that hits.
Yeah, I've only got a parry of 6.
So that he hits, and then what he does is roll some damage. Oh, wow. Explodes again. What's your toughness?
5.
Right, so that's 6. So that's a raise. So you suffer 1 wound.
Right.
And you're stunned. Or you can use a Benny to try and soak the wound.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Right, so you make a vigor roll.
Uh,
And I believe if we go to library switch GM guide, right, I believe it's so you're not stunned, but you don't sort the wound because you need a raise. You need a 9 to sort a raise.
Right.
To sort of wound. So you've taken a wound and you're knocked to the floor.
Okay.
Right. Strange enough, now that you've both been struck with these sticks, the howl and raise their weapons in triumph, get back on the horses and ride off into the distance. Normally you would roll to come out of stun because you're both lying on the ground stunned after being struck by these sticks. But obviously, by the time they've gotten on the horses and ridden off, you pull yourselves together.
This does not sound
good. Right.
Dr. Franklin ignores the fact that you two are lying both with a bejesus knocked out of you on the ground, tries to take a photograph, but then afterwards comes to your feet. Are you all right, Marshals?
Well, I'm wounded. Are you wounded, Sean?
My heart's a mess.
He gets his hat and it's all bent out of shape, so he's like got it like chop it on the top to get it back in the shape.
God damn it. I look at McQueen where he was hit. Does the wound look like a normal wound, or is there anything weird about it?
No, it just looks like he's been bashed on the napper. It wasn't with a tomahawk, it was with a stick, so he's just been bashed on the napper the same as you.
There is a thing with some First Nation tribes where they attack, but just do an attack like with a stick, which is counted as a win, and then they run away. Or we've been marked. At least I have anyway.
Well, we've both been hit, so.
Yeah, but you didn't take a wound, did you?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Right.
So you can make a healing roll.
Okay.
Using your healing skills. And I'm going to try and find out what healing does by clicking on that. Rules healing. Right, the healing skill is used to remove wounds. Each attempt requires 10 minutes per wound level. Right, so McQueen, you get a raise, so you actually heal your wound completely.
Yay!
It wasn't as bad as it initially looked, and it was bloody on the scalp. It was rather than
scalp
actual
wounds always bleed worse.
A success removes 1 wound, a raise raises 2. So, Doc, you managed to heal 1 wound, so you're back to normal as well. So it looked, although you were both bloody, you had blood running down your faces and everything. It was not as bad as it looked. So you spend 10 minutes healing yourself.
Do we feel all right? Do we feel?
You feel,
like
yeah.
ourselves?
You feel fine, other than the fact you've been knocked in the head. You look at your hands, you haven't turned silvery.
I asked this idiot photographer, was that the same Indians that you saw? Or, obviously they look weird, were these different?
Yeah, he looks excited. He goes, yes, Marshal, that's them. Gosh darn it. Whoa, did you see that?
This guy's on drugs.
He says, these people's belief must be so strong, they manifest in reality. He says, when I took a picture of that, of Pale Moon and the Braves, the reality, the belief that the soul was trapped within the picture, they believe it so strongly that obviously it's come true. And they can't be hurt as long as that picture's intact.
Then the obvious answer would be to destroy the pictures.
He says,
looking at Mr. Franklin.
Yeah.
He says, well, and he looks kind of sheepish. He went, I went through my photographs, and the photograph I had of Pale Moon, it's not there. Just at this moment, you all make a notice roll. Doc gets a 2. Doc's too busy. McQueen, however, you see a large dust cloud off in the distance coming towards you.
Oh, great. Right, I tell Doc this.
Doc looks around and sees what looks to be a large dust cloud, as if it was kicked up by an entire war band riding your way.
Yep, that's what it looked like to me. How far away from town are we?
You're about 5 miles from town. He says, gosh, I guess we better warn the town folk. That looks like it could be nasty.
I want to punch this guy in the face so bad.
Yeah, but while he's talking, I'm going to reload my pistol and try and unjam the first one.
Usually with a revolver, it's a dud. So yeah, it's easy to work the bullet out. It hasn't actually damaged the gun or anything. Okay. No, you just work the bullet free and reload it all.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've reloaded mine. I think we need to mount up and escort the cart back to town.
Do we think we'll be able to get back to the town with the cart before the warband gets to us?
Yes, it seems dramatically correct that you would be able to just get back to town before the warband hits. If you
just in the nick of time.
If you would like to make a common knowledge roll.
Cool.
Wow, lots of 11s. That's with a raise. The Comanche traditionally attack settlements on the night of the full moon. Well, guess what night of it is? It happens to be tonight.
The full moon, by any chance?
It certainly does. Right, so you ride with post haste back to the town then?
Yes, we're obviously going to have to keep pace with the cart in case they get left behind. But yeah, by judicious use of get a bloody move on, we try to get back to town as quick as possible. Why have you just used a Benny?
Because I didn't take it out when I used it to absorb some of the damage.
All right.
To sort the damage.
So you were being honest. That's what you're telling us.
Of course I was.
Okay.
Always on.
Dr. Franklin says, we need to kill that photograph. And my guess is the Pale Moon will have it.
Okay. Yes, that makes sense.
Right. You ride with some haste. The dust cloud stays behind you at a roughly equidistant thing. It doesn't seem like they're riding full tilt. It seems like they're riding leisurely towards you.
Second gear, right.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I hate to tell you this, but horses don't really have gears.
You're going to be impressed. You're going to love this. You're going to say,
Wow,
"Richard,
that's
Wow.
a cool map.
how awesome is this map?" Right.
Very
So
awesome.
you ride across the bridge into the center of town. What's the town called? Because I don't have it. So what would the town be called?
Deadstone.
Deadstone. You
Mhm.
ride across the bridge at the town of Deadstone. Sitting outside the saloon there's a bunch of people, like, there's some town folk milling about, and they're like, tip their hats to him. Marshal?
Which is the saloon, the rectangular building next to the church?
Yes.
Is the bridge the only way into town?
On this side, yes.
On this side, yes.
We need some dynamite.
Right. Is there a sheriff's office? Is one of these buildings the sheriff's?
Yes. We will see.
Probably the one directly opposite.
Yeah, probably the one directly opposite the saloon.
I would have thought so. It would make for an easier commute. Okay. We have to tell everybody that there's a war party on the way. They're not that far behind us. We need to get ready to defend the town. First of all. So it's up to you. Do you want to tell the sheriff and I'll run around the town like an idiot? Should I tell the sheriff and you run around the town like an idiot?
I'll just point Brennus and go, there's a war party are coming. You're all fucked.
We're all gonna die. In that case, I will run into the church and start ringing the bloody bell as hard as I can.
Ding, 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 ding. Love it, yeah. So you're ringing. The townsfolk pour out. If you'd like to give us a persuasion roll.
So we're good at persuasion.
If you haven't got the persuasion, you can use.
No, I have got it. I'm
unskilled.
just not very good at it.
5 is a success. So the townsfolk come running out to the church where you've been ringing the bell. You start shouting to them.
Yeah. Basically, there's a Comanche war party on the way. We've got to get ready. They'll be here any minute.
They believe you. They're like, because you're a marshal, they're like, yes, sir, you're marshal. They run respective buildings. They come out with a mixture of cheap rifles, pistols, shotguns. Some people have got pitchforks.
Pitchforks. Brave but dumb.
Is there a hardware store in the town?
Is there a what?
Hardware store.
Yeah, it's right next to the saloon. On
Or,
the map.
or like a
Yeah, right next to the saloon, next to the bridge.
or somewhere that'll sell dynamite or have dynamite.
They'll probably have some dynamite for the miners.
Mm-hmm.
So you go and grab some dynamite.
Yep. The old 6-stick of dynamite with all the cords put together.
Wow. Okay, not 1 stick of dynamite, 6 sticks of dynamite.
Yeah, 6
Right.
sticks of dynamite. Oh yeah, and I want a fuse which is roughly timed for 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to remember with dynamite, the fuse is cord. So,
Yep.
So you'll have to work out how long that is to give you 30 seconds.
I'll just ask the guy whose shop it is. He should know.
Right. So, Sean, you have their attention. So do you want them to defend in a particular place or just be ready?
If they're going to be coming in from that bridge, where the fence starts at the little ravine in the northwestern corner there, if they start piling up boxes, there's a cart there that can go in the gap between the bridge and that fence. There's another cart that can go just on the southern edge side of the bridge, in front of that little ruined building, add some defence, and basically start getting them to take defensive positions. And you know,
right.
Praise to Jesus and the COD Firearms Company.
Praise Jesus. So that they all start firing. You look worriedly over down the road, but it appears that the dust cloud stopped for the time being. You know that they're probably making a camp nearby because you succeeded in your college check.
Is there any?
They will be coming.
Like scouts or anything, like people that we could put at different areas, because we obviously can't see the full town, but to keep a watch out on the other wherever the other ways into town are, like stick somebody on guard there just to keep an eye out so that they can shout if we get flanked or anything.
Yes, no problem.
All right, we'll try and organise that. And you know, because of the time this is set in, all the women and children going to church.
Get in the church. Jesus will save you.
Is there anybody else decent with a rifle that can go up in the bell tower?
There's a bunch of people who are reasonable at shooting, actually. They're not bad.
See if we can get a couple of them to go up into the church bell tower to like be in Overwatch positions. Not the computer game, obviously.
They're basically a bunch of extras, so they've got D4 shooting. So they can extras can explode, but they don't get a wild die. So it's possible for an extra to do really well. So you send a guy up into the thing, into the bell tower. Presty gets a huge stick of dynamite made into one gigantic bomb, and you have the wagon pushed in front of the.
Do you write Acme up the side of the dynamite?
I tell people that, you know, I'm going to wire the bridge with dynamite to stop them getting over. So I do let them know that it is probably going to have to blow the bridge at some point.
Yeah, we can always rebuild the bridge.
Yeah.
You don't have to blow the bridge. You are going to blow the bridge.
Yeah, it's going to happen. The thing is, though, right? There's that bridge, but if you look,
there's a
on
little
the map. There's a little bridge right at the bottom.
But it looks broken.
Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah. My suggestion is wait until the first few are on the bridge, then blow it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Can we have a quick bio break?
Yes.
I'll be straight back before we start the next series of shenanigans.
My plan is going to be tell the townspeople to hold fire until I bloody blow the bridge. Hopefully we'll be able to get some of them on there. This is brilliant.
I'm not sure why your Toten's not shown, but we'll figure that out.
Let's see if I can drag it on. Yeah. I can't drag my token back on there.
Right, well, I obviously have to check up on tokens. And I have to check on the combat track. So you're on there as McQueen, you're on there as Doc.
I'm really enjoying this. This is a good system, this.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back.
Okay, well, Matt.
That is okay.
Thank you.
I will have to reread the rules again, but I'm not sure what. Why? He's there. He should have been removed. And him should have been removed.
It is a really good picture, this. Where did you get this from?
I can't remember. Just random. I was looking for combat maps for. Just put combat maps for a western town.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Right. So if I drag the combat tracker to this button here, boom. Yes, that's awesome. Okay. So you make your preparations for a temporary time. Can you see anything on the map yet?
Just a lot of townsfolk.
Townsfolk milling about.
All right. You can see townsfolk. So you want sort of the women and children in the church.
Sean, we need a fallback position to defend. The whorehouse.
Yeah, I was thinking the saloon, like.
So
we
when
make
you
a
want,
tactical stop at the bar to get beer and whiskey, and then go to the whorehouse.
Yes, you might as well die with a smile on your face.
so you said, are you sending all the women to the church?
Unless any of them are particularly skilled at arms, yeah.
They're not particularly skilled, but anybody can have a go, really.
Make sure they've got some sort of weapons if the worst comes to the worst. You know, knives, pans, whatever, pistols, you know. So is that what we've got to work with is 5 guys?
There's about 30 people in the town, but obviously there are other avenues to get into town. So I assume you split them up to guard the other places from town.
Yeah. That would make sense.
So, are you just waiting for the sudden but inevitable attack?
At
the moment, the dust clouds disappeared, but it was very close to town when you saw it.
Right. I mean, I know we can't pull the carts about on the map because they're part of the map, but unless you've got cart tokens or something.
I've got tokens, but I don't think they are carts.
Sandbags, bits of wood, anything just to represent where they're going to be.
I've got Savage Worlds tokens.
Okay.
Well, they do.
Right. There's a gap just north of those. There's a gap between the general goods place and like a fence. If you can just put something in there to represent cover of some kind, you know, for people to hide behind.
So there.
And the something like that. And then the same just in front of where the ruined wall is, just south of the map. Basically, so I can get partial cover. I suppose I can just hide behind the wall, can't I?
Yes.
All right, I want to be in those ruins. Okay. And I would like at least one guy where the big tree is north of the bridge.
Right,
where are you gonna put yourself, Sean?
I'm going to see if I can. Can I get down the little, like, I don't know, whatever you call it, the trenchway, so I can stick the dynamite directly in the middle underneath the bridge, and then I want to lay the fuse going into the little, you know, the ruined bit just to the southeast.
Yes.
Because I'm going to be in there so I can light the fuse and blow the bridge.
What you going to do? Are you going to blow the bridge at the appropriate moment and then leg it back down to where that broken bridge is and climb back up that way? and come back round, because otherwise you're going to be stuck there with not a lot of line of sight, and you've only got pistols.
Well, we'll have to play it by ear because it depends. If any get through, and if we get attacked, if we get taken from behind.
It's not stunned, it's shaking.
Came from behind. It's a trap. Just because there's no other way up. Looking at that map, there's no other way out of that gully.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to stay in the gully. I just want to get out, plant the dynamite under the bridge, then climb back up, then lay the fuse in the ruined building, and then I'm going to sit.
Oh, I see where I am. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how long the fuse is.
Mm-hmm. Is it?
I mean,
you probably
well, we might not know because of the types of job we do, but the bloke who sold you the dynamite might know, like how long. Like say a foot was 30 seconds.
Yeah, yeah. I go drag the guy up the shop and go, how long have I got if our fuse is there and the dynamite's on the bridge?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to drag him out of the shop to get it and do that. But yeah. Because then you can work out exactly when you can set it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still going to be touch and go, like.
Oh well, yeah. But if he starts cribbling, I look at the woman. I look at long tall Sally and go, I shot her just because she was an inconvenience. You, my friend, are pissing me off.
Long tall Sally. I'm going to have to do it.
The most hard-arsed marshals in the West.
Yes.
Fill in the report in afterwards and say, what do you mean you shot the hostage? I'm going to go, I didn't shoot him. Sorry, her.
Do you just wait for the attack or do you do anything else?
Are you going to leave all this townsfolk like that?
I really don't know what to do with them.
You can't leave them all just...
Not going to lie, they're extras. They're not going to last 2 minutes anyway.
Oh yeah, we'd have a guy up on the roof there. That's a good idea.
Right, but if I click on the McQueen token, it opens McQueen's character sheet.
Yeah, if I click on mine, it opens my character sheet.
But I've put the tokens on the wrong characters as well. So awesome.
Mine's already open, so
awesome going, Rich. Awesome.
However, if I click on the actual picture of Clint Eastwood, that does nothing.
Yes, because that's not assigned on the combat track. That's what I'm saying. It has to be assigned. Right. So you hold up. The town prepares the defenses, and then there's a great cloud of dust comes. You hear a great war cry as the Indians come galloping over the hill. A great swarm of them, and they're split into three parties. One rides straight towards you, one swoops off to the left, and one swoops off to the right. Presumably, they're going to the other sides of town. Presumably, they're going to the other sides of town, so you're only left to deal with about a third of the enemies.
Is what's it called? Pale Horse in the group that's attacking us? Can we see them well enough yet to know that?
I think that deserves a notice roll. What do you say, gentlemen?
That sounds reasonable. I suck.
No.
Critical failure. I really suck.
You really, really suck bad. Like, so bad. Doc barely succeeds. You can see him at the back. He's riding forwards. He's got a great big headdress on, carrying a staff. Next to him rides a grizzled looking warrior, but he's at the back of the warriors that are bearing down on you on horseback, whooping and a hollering, and they come
A whooping and a hollering.
A whooping and a hollering, and they tear down this road. They're like, yeah.
Well, Sean's token's totally disappeared now on my screen.
I've deleted the picture one, but I've got the other token in the house.
So which one is actually me then? The picture one or the guy up in the tower?
Right, the picture one should be your actual token.
Right, okay.
Because I've added that from the combat tracker. So if you target the nearest brave, for instance.
How do I target again? Control.
Hold down control and left click.
Right, no, the picture one isn't me. The picture one apparently is the guy with 2 guns.
Yeah, so I've messed the tokens up. Let's see if let me quickly change this.
Right, I've deleted the picture token.
Right.
And I've moved me where I wanted me to be.
McQueen and Dot. Right, I've got. Right, I'm going to have to delete your tokens because I messed up and gave you the wrong pictures. But don't worry, because we've got tokens on the combat tracker, so we'll be right back with the correct pictures, gentlemen. Boom and.
Well,
boom.
no, you had them right because. Right.
McQueen's got the rifle.
Yeah, which is what you'd given us, and Sean has the 2 pistols, which is what you'd given him. So you did have them right.
It's a work in progress, am I right? Right, so you can see the Braves, they come a and a hollering, and it was Doc who barely made his notice roll, and right at the back of the pack is the big Brave with the large headdress and a grizzled looking warrior riding next to him. What would you like to do, or shall I just roll some cards?
Are they all on horseback, or are they?
They are all on horseback, whooping and a hollering, riding down towards you in a big group.
How many seconds do I estimate before they hit the bridge?
Well, when do you want to start shooting? When they're 30 seconds out?
Why he's asking is because he wants to know when to set the fuse to his Acme Dynamite.
I want actually it to go off when they're on the bridge.
That's his couldn't plan.
Right, I'll tell you what.
Beep, beep.
What you should do is, this is saying it's round 4. Is there a reset? There's got to be a reset, hasn't there? Reset tracker. No, there isn't. Can I set that to round 1? I can. Or if I set that to round 0, this must be riveting.
Yeah, well, I keep yawning, but that's not your fault.
Oh, Indian Braves get jokers. What?
Oh, God, no.
You're lucky I'm not spending bennies yet, so while we're learning. Right, so if you give me a smart roll, Bracey, you can estimate how long it is before.
I got 4 again.
Right, Doc gets us 5, so he can catch quite a few of them, but he'll catch about a third of them on the bridge. Is that what he's planning on doing?
Yep.
Right, so the warriors ride forward. A third of them get on the bridge. There's no breaking out in. There's just the hissing of the dynamite as the fuse burns down. 4 of them are on the bridge. They're literally riding down towards the townfolk. The townfolk look terrified and are going to make a fear roll, which is a spirit roll. Oh dear. Roughly 1/3 of the townfolk look at the strange, pale, silvery braves and turn and run.
Oh, heroes.
Right. Set the scene that they're riding across, kicking up dust. There's the clumping as the hooves start catching on the bridge. Underneath the bridge, it's going. And then, whoa! There's an enormous explosion. Horses and warriors go scattering in all directions. They fly through the air
with the greatest of ease.
Are these braves normal braves, or are they the silver?
No, they're all silver. That one gets blown forward and crashes into the barrier and like lies halfway across the thing. The other 2 get blown into the canyon.
Is the chief silvery as well?
Yes, everybody's silvery.
Oh God!
Because as it's being pointed out here, it's psychosomatic etheric waveform transference.
Yeah,
it's that.
Okay.
Right. So he's hanging back at the back and he's letting all of his warriors run forward. And in fact, he should be on here at the back. I've got a nice little totem for him. Right, the rest of the braves pull up short where you can see further back as the bridge is reduced to matchsticks and smoke, and they mill about.
Okay. Well, I'm last, so it doesn't matter what I want to do.
Whoa! Look at that. If you scroll across there,
Pale Moon's the chief, isn't he?
Pale Moon is the chief. He's holding the staff, got the headdress, and he presumably has the photograph. Right, so these guys all mill about. They look towards Pale Moon, who barks an order at them. And it looks like they're all going to ride forward and try and jump the gap on their horses, because this will be fun.
Sean, start shooting the horses out from under them.
The horses, however, look normal.
Can I just point out the horses seem to be tougher than the Indians when you were shooting at them before?
Yes.
Sorry, the First Nation braves.
But if we get them, they get the horses, they're probably not going to get back up. Unlike these bloody braves are.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is the only thing we're going to achieve is to kill the poor horses.
And?
Because remember, I shot that guy in the head.
Exactly.
A good shot in the head, and he still got back up anyway.
Exactly. But if they get over on the horses, it's going to be a lot of them.
Right, the first 2 reach the decaying, the remains of the bridge.
I mean, I can't do anything till everybody else has gone anyway. I only got a 4, so.
Oh dear. The first one
he's full
jumps.
Of dice again.
The first one jumps, rolls a 1, and goes wah! Splat and falls into there. However, the second one rides forward and with a mighty leap sails slowly through the air, and his horse lands on the other side. And then, does he manage to pull up short? Oh yes! Wow! Look at that explosion. 19. Right. So the horse lands, and then he immediately turns it sideways up short to stop it crashing into the barrier. So there's 2 braves over there, although one of them is currently lying unmoving over the top of some wagons. The rest of the braves seem to be lining up for a run, and this guy, Mr. 13, is going to make a vigor roll. Right, he's still out. Still lying there, unmoving across the two wagons. Next up, we have Doc on an ace.
Can I get a shot off at the guy that's on the horse on our side?
Which is number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try and plug him.
Are you plugging him?
Yep. Because I think he's probably the only one in range for me with a pistol.
Right, you can fire 2 shots at no penalty. Obviously, fan the hammer with 1, but you'll get a penalty.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I'll just. Yeah. God.
Oh, wow. Okay. That was the first shot. Shoot with the other pistol. Hit with a raise. Right. Okay. The guy. So basically, he falls off his horse and lands to the ground. It's not stunned. Can't remember what it is. But they're both stunned. He lands there. The horse rears off and gallops to the north along the side of the cavern. Along the side of the ravine there. Right. Next up will be Pale Moon, but he is just standing and giving shouting what looks like orders. The next up are the townsfolk. We are going to make the female townsfolk. What we're going to do is make a spirit check for those.
Yeah, but they're hiding in the church, aren't they?
Yeah, they start screaming. We're all going to die, send your braves. And then male townfolk. Spirit
Quit
check.
your hollering, women folk.
Wow. Okay. Double ones.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So they look like they are going to run away.
Oh, thank you. What an awesome bunch of townsfolk. Hey, if they don't want to save the town, why should we?
Right. Next up is the guy who's next to Pale Moon, but he's not doing anything. And then finally, on the end, we have McQueen. What would you like to do?
I think we've screwed ourselves, Doc, to be perfectly honest, because I think we need to get to the chief and his mate, because one of the two of them is going to have to fall. Except we just blew the bridge up. And by we, I mean you.
I mean,
what's this we, Paleface?
I mean, I'm not
Exactly.
I'm not one to judge, but like I was thinking he's going to blow the bridge up, unless you run and get a horse and jump on the south bridge, maybe because they're riding towards you.
Well, they'll all jump over anyway on the horse, probably, hopefully.
Well, it's the problem we've got is we know we can't kill the braves.
Mm-hmm.
We can put them down, but we can't kill them, right? Because they just get back up again. I mean, that was a serious shot in the head. That wasn't like a glancing blow or, giving you parting in his hairstyle. That was a full-on splat in the face, and he still got back up again.
We could take a leaf out of the boys and stick a stick of dynamite up their ass.
Mr. Franklin has made Terminator Braves. That's basically what's going on there. Right? So, I would have to...
Well,
the problem is I can't jump the barricade we put in and then jump the bridge out. So I'm going to have to get on a horse, right, and go down to the southern end where the broken bridge is, the little broken bridge, and try and jump across there and then come up the other side. This is going to take a while. But that's what I'm going to have to do.
Not necessarily what's your pace. Your pace is 6, so you can move 6 squares. There's horses in this stable area just below you there.
Yeah, that's where I figured there would be, because it's like that's a livery
conveniently
down there to the north. Thanks, you're saying that, because the one to the north's a bit of a distance to get there. Right, so I am going to go into the stable yard and get on my horse, which is probably going to take up my turn, I would imagine. I've got a pace of 6.
I don't have a horse totem handy. I've got a badger or a goat or a bear. What would you like to ride?
Give him a goat.
Bear.
A bear, right.
I ain't riding no goat.
There you go. That's a bear.
Right, so it's only there. Okay.
And what do you want to ride, Bracey? Well, technically, it will be over here because this is the stable area.
All right, so
but
that's shown. Hang on.
Because you're Wild West heroes,
3,
if you make a
4,
riding
5,
roll,
6.
I'll let you whistle to call your horse, so it runs over, and then you can do a jump onto the horse.
Right. Okay. Then I'll move to climb up on that wall.
Do you want a cow, a donkey? No, I'm going to give Brissy a donkey.
I'll have a donkey.
No, I did not successfully make a riding roll.
Right, was that the first one?
That's me, basically. I've moved to 2 out of me 6. Got up on this wall, whistled. The bear's like, yeah, right, mate, I'm not doing that. But does that use up my action for the turn?
No, it was just a free, it would have been so cool to see you just whistle, the horse comes running late when it's back. So you can continue your movement, not with the 2.
Right, so 3, 4, 5, 6. So I am next to the bear.
Right.
So from now on, my horse is called Bear.
Right. Not because it's an actual bear, or is it an actual bear?
No, it's the Weird West. It's just called Bear.
It is the Weird West, for God's sake. So, right.
It's a were horse. On a full moon, it turns into a bear. No, I'm joking. It's a horse called Bear.
Right, next round. Docks on aces, town folk female are not really doing anything. Then we've got him.
One of the female townsfolk leans out of the church and goes, "What you on about? We're screaming our hearts out in here. This takes talent." And goes back into the church again.
Right, okay. So, first up we have Doc.
Did I get a skanky card roll again?
You got... McQueen, you got 2. So.
Oh, God, Bennett.
Doc's got.
I am last again.
Poor Doc's got quick. So what quick means is if you draw a 5, you redraw. Actually, you can redraw if you spend a penny. That's one of the things you can do.
I've only got 2 left, though.
Remembering rules as we go along.
I've only got 2 left. I think I'd rather save them for when I desperately need them.
Right.
So we're going to jump over the bridge and take on.
You're going to let the Indians. I think the plan is you're going to let the Indians jump over and ransack the town while you ride around the outside of the bad guy. That's what looks like the plan to me.
Okay, that'll do.
Well, the townsfolk are all terrified and running away anyway. Right? So 5 of the Braves are stuck in the ravine. 2 of them is on the other side of the bridge, but one's knocked out. The other one's just down, isn't he? Is that correct? Am I reading
13
correctly?
13 is down. 4 is down. All of the ones that have fell into the ravine are down. But as you know, they're all silvery skinned, so they're going to be making vigor rolls to get back up.
Yeah, but they're going to have a problem getting out of the ravine. That's what I was talking to Sean about.
They're going to have to make climbing rolls to get out of the ravine.
So it's 6 squares. 1.
Again, if you want to leap over your wall and make a riding roll as a free action,
okay. Yeah,
you can whistle for your goat or your horse called goat. So we've got a horse called Bear and a horse called Goat.
That sounds like a movie franchise in the making. We've already got the first movie and the second movie titles worked out. And he did it. Nice one.
Right, so you whistle, so the horse trots over to the wall, so you leap from the wall with a riding rope onto the back of Goat. So Goat comes over to here. And a horse has a pace of 12.
So 1, 2, 3. So when you get on your horse, you can move another 7 minutes.
So he succeeds. So Doc turns and runs, uses the collapsed wall, boosts off, leaps through the air, and lands on the back of his horse.
Yeah, you're just copying my idea.
And then you get a move of 12 on your horse. You shout, yeah, yeah, and dig your heels in.
We'll need a good run up. 1, 2, 3.
Well, you can't actually see the little bridge anymore. The map's slightly smaller.
You can scroll about with the
yeah,
mouse.
that never works properly for me, unfortunately.
Or you can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel.
We can basically get to the front of the big barn with the red doors by the Rowan Bridge at the end of the turn. And that should give us a good enough run.
Oh, I see. You're not going to try and jump the fence?
Not from coming straight out the pen. No, I don't think it'll work.
What, just jumping over the fence?
No, jumping over the fence will work, but I mean jumping the bridge. We'll need to go and get a run up. Will it like?
No, well you go. Horses go gallop, 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 jump, gallop, but continue galloping, gallop, 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 jump over the fence, over the ravine.
Okay, I didn't think we could do that, but well, I'll wait for.
Well, you have to remember, you're in a John Wayne movie.
Right. Okay. I'll wait for McQueen to get on his horse and drink his milk.
We're supposed to be the good guys.
Are we? Oh yes, I mean we are. Sorry.
Yeah, you're marshals. You're like, you work for a living. Right, so that was Doc. Townsfolk running away. No, Pale Moon. Indian Braves. Right, okay, we've got figure rolls. Right, he stands back up, the bottom one. 8. Stands up. 13 is still out. He's up. Right, so other than the one on the bridge and the very top one, they are still out. Right, the front warriors ride forward and try to jump the bridge. Except that one, because that's a dead totem. Delete this totem. Right. He rides forward. He rides forward. They start whooping and shooting their guns in the air, waste ammunition. Any good cowboy extra should. That's a success for the first one.
Just end up with a pile of knocked
success
out
for the second one.
Just
and a failure for the one at the back goes and crashes into the ravine. Right, so the two that succeeded, right, because there's 2 knocked out Braves, do they actually manage not to crash into the wagons at the other side? Let's have a ride run and find out. No, the first one crashes headlong into the wagon, goes head over heels, and flies over the top of the wagon. The horse squealing in pain, and he lands passed out in the street there. And the next one, 11, his riding roll is a 3. He also crashes into the wagon. He gets vaults over the top and crashes to the street there. So they're not having a good day, the Indian Braves.
This could work to our advantage.
It's like the Blues Brothers, but with people on horses. And finally, we have McQueen.
Right, do I need to make a riding roll to get on my horse?
No. Only if you wanted to, like, vault on with style or something.
No. I think not. Okay, so... I'm now on a horse called Bear.
Oh.
Or a bear called Horse, whichever way you want to look at it. Right. I shall attempt to jump the fence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is this
6.
in the same combat round or the next combat?
This is the same combat round because Pooh McQueen went last.
Okay.
Right,
So I'm attempting to jump the
town
fence.
folk are running away this way because they rolled 1s on their spirit rolls. So,
Do I make a ride and roll to try and jump the fence?
yes, you do.
Okay.
Don't cock it up.
I've only got a D4.
But you get a D6 because you're a wild die. Right, so you get a 6. Right, so you sail over the fence. You don't.
Sorry, I've got something in my eye. Right. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get over the fence. And the horse has got 12, yeah?
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just enough if I make me set and roll to get it over that, just to one side of that little bridge to the other.
You can do it. Go on, give us a
I'm
ride.
going for it. I'm going for it.
Yeah, yeah. You start lashing the back of the horses. Yeah. Oh, it's a 6, and he makes it.
No, I haven't done it yet. Oh, God, of the die.
Oh, and he explodes. He gets a raise.
Yes!
Right.
Yes!
So you sail over the bridge and move an extra square because you got a raise. Because it was that spectacular. You hang in midair. It's like the sun's behind you, and you get that awesome cinematic shot. And in fact, plays in the background because that's how awesome.
At the precise moment I'm jumping over the gap, it plays that.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce. And that's it. That's my movement done.
That's your movement, right? So it's the next round. Hit the next round, and it sorts everything for you. First, Deadlands males. Right, I'm going to make a spirit roll for them. Right, they're still running.
I'm only second last this time.
Yeah, Deadlands females.
Are the ladies just hiding in the church screaming?
The ladies are hiding in the church, but because they've got 2 races, they've actually grabbed some spare shotguns and rifles and things that are coming out the church and have started shooting down the street, whereas all of the men are running away. Right, first up is Doc.
Female solidarity, yeah?
Yeah. Right, I will attempt to jump.
I love this. Go on then.
Do it. Yep.
Right, you succeed. You jump over the fence. You don't lose
any
movement for it.
And then I'll try and jump the canyon.
Right. Go for it.
Go on.
You're not going to get that far. Well, it depends on your die roll, I guess.
He feels you're going to fall into the canyon. Are you going to Benny it and re-roll?
Yes, I'll spend a penny.
I think every time somebody spends a penny, you should have a sound effect that's Benny off.
Benny Hill.
No, Benny off. What was that? Really rubbish song?
Crossroads. Oh, Miss Diane, that one.
Yeah, Miss Diane. Yes, Miss Diane.
So Doc looks a bit shaky on the way in, but recovers at the last second, sails over the jump. And lands on the other side.
And then we both look at each other, look at the road leading south out the map and go, fuck it. Right off and leave the wall to die.
That is an option. That is certainly an option.
I'm really joking. I wouldn't do that. But it would be funny.
Yeah.
Combat E tracker. Next up, Ghost Wolf, then McQueen. Actually, you go next, McQueen. And then the Indian Braves go. Although they're in a right shambles. Half of them are down the canyon. There's people that are unconscious in the middle of the street.
The Braves equivalent of Keystone Cops.
Yeah.
Yes, basically.
See, blowing that bridge did actually help.
they've got D8 riding, and that's supposed to be really good in Deadland Savage Worlds, but unfortunately, it's just on road crap.
I am going to move up the road. North, not south. Where's my bear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hang on, I need to scroll the map out. No, there's a bloody big rock in the way. 9,
No.
10.
That's
What?
just a big tower. Like a big...
No, not that rock.
All
where
right.
they're actually standing, there's a big boulder in the way.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's going to block line of sight. What
Yes.
did I count there? 9 or 10?
9, I think.
All right, 10,
Right.
11, 12.
Well, you do have steady hands, so you can shoot without penalty for moving, and you get a member for your named weapon.
Right. I am going to shoot at Ghost Wolf.
Right. Ghost Wolf's the
I can't see the
tough little
chief.
warrior. Yes. So have you control clicked on him?
Yeah. It's
And is
9
it
inches, so it's well within me
It's
shooting
working.
range.
Sweet. Right. Okay. You draw a bead, and even though you're riding at full tilt, you are full on steady hands in. Whoa. That is a hit. Yeah, you cause a wound. Right, so he is shaken, which
But
means he
not
cannot
stirred.
act. So you shoot him, and he falls to the ground, shaken but not stirred.
And that's it. That's my whole. They all strangely sound the same.
Yeah, it's almost as if James only made one sound effect for comedy value.
It sort of sounds like a teenage boy getting a certain part of his anatomy caught in his hip.
Right,
Yes.
figure roll. Right, the 3 that are unconscious, so they're all up now. This one stands up and runs into the store. This one stands up and runs into the stables. This one stands up and runs off down the street chasing this man. This one runs straight down the street here. These all have to make climbing rolls, which is not great, to be fair. No. Right, he successfully moves up onto the edge of the ravine. Nope. Are these the worst ever? Indian Braves, that's a 1. It's a 7, so it climbs up there. They haven't noticed you because they're trying to climb up and get into the town, and you've jumped over and you've climbed around the outside. And finally, nope, he's still in the ravine. So that is the state of play for them. They're running off down the street, waving their tomahawks about. Some of them are shooting guns in the air. The townsfolk are like screaming and running in terror because they're a bit crap, to be fair. Yes, Indian Braves. End of round. Let's see what happens. Boom. Female Deadlands women come out, start shooting. Actually, if I do a... And then if I do this, maybe. Yes. Awesome.
Oh, I need to check a bullet off.
No.
It would be cool if it automatically updated when you fired around. Because it looks like it would, but then it's not actually doing anything. So
Right, the ladies come out of the church. 3 of them start shooting at the Braves running down the street, but miss. The men are still running away like cowards because they just failed their spirit rolls, something rotten. Next up, we have Doc and then McQueen, both on Kings. Doc goes slightly first, but we can assume it's about the same time.
I'll start riding up towards McQueen. Can I reload while I'm riding, or will I be at a penalty?
Yes, you can. Do 3 actions. Each action causes a -2 penalty on all actions. But unless you're like having to make a roll, which you're not for just riding, you cannot do 3 actions.
Okay.
But if you want to do like I'll reload and ride and then shoot, it will be at -6 to your shooting because you did 3 actions.
Yeah. No, I'll just reload the 2 rounds that I fired at the Brave in the town and head towards McQueen.
Spin the barrel.
Yep.
Right, okay, I'll move up. And then we have McQueen.
Oh. I am going to dismount and assuming I can. No, that's the horsey. I'll just put him there. Put the horse back where it is and move a bit. If I can get this map to do what I wanted to do. So I'll move 1, 2, 3.
Ghost Wolf's shaking. That's what they call it. Ghost Wolf is shaking and down.
Does he look knocked out?
No, he's just shaking. If what would be considered a wound knocks them out, shaking just means he's unable to act. But he gets a roll on his turn, a vigor roll to see if he can pull himself together.
Right, I'm going to swap targets to Pale Moon and shoot him. With Vera.
Right, you hit. So roll your damage.
Nice. Oh.
All right, on the combat tracker, it updates all of your damage. You caused 2 wounds. Right, so where do you shoot them? You like literally like you cock Vera, you aim.
Centre mass.
Right, you shoot him in the centre torso. He's going to try and soak.
He should have gone for his little Indian bloody man back, because that's where the picture's probably going to be.
I just want to get the pair of them down so we can search them for the photographs. That makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It makes good financial sense. Right, so that's the character. So how do I open his character sheet? That one, and then I make it. He only gets a 7. All right, okay, that's cool. I figured out. He's got shaken written above his little tune now. Because it works it out automatically for you. Because he is a wild card, so he is not killed by you being awesome. Right, you shoot him center mass. He screams and then collapses to the ground. Next up, McQueen.
No, that was me.
No, sorry, Doc.
I was riding up the road.
Right, you have ridden up the road, but it's a new turn. So
all right, okay, right.
All right, is it?
Yeah. You got a king. You both got kings.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yes. Cool.
Right. Ghost Wolf and Pale Moon are both on the ground.
Oh, I'm going to do something very stupid here.
You've got a pace of 12 if you wanted to ride up to them.
I'm literally going to ride up and dismount right in front of them. And can I dismount and shoot them from point blank range?
Yes, you can. It's classed as being, you've got the drop.
Uh-huh.
but it's -2 for dismounting and then shooting. So
Okay.
you get a +2 overall.
Right.
Yeah, it's called having the drop, and that also gives you +4 to your damage roll as well.
Okay.
And normally, any shaking would knock them out as well. But obviously, these guys have got this weird silver thing going. Wow, okay.
That might be a hit.
Right between the eyes.
Did you
Bam!
put you didn't put your +2 on, did you?
Oh, no, I didn't.
So that's a 17, so that's a raise. So you hit and you roll your damage plus a extra d6 damage for the raise. Wow. Okay.
Oh, God.
Is that with an extra +1 on? A plus D6?
You get add a d6 and then add another 4 because you've got the drop.
I don't know where my d6 has gone.
It's still in the area where you threw them.
If you right click this,
throw it again.
there's a
Jesus.
Yeah, but +4 as well. So it's 4, 5, 9. You do a total of 9.
Right. That gives him a -1 on his weight. You shoot him point blank. Where do you shoot him?
In the head.
Right, you shoot him point blank in the face. The bullet goes in. It goes straight through. But like what you can see in the hole in his face is, like the old-fashioned cinema with like the crackly lines going up. Instead of bone and blood and gore, that's what's inside the hole inside his face.
Okay. Nice.
And next up, we actually have the Keystone Braves. Wow, okay.
No, it's me next. Doc's just done his, then it's me, and then it's the Braves.
All right, yes, you're right. I'm getting them mixed up. I keep getting mixed up. Right, so you got a pace of 6.
1, 2, 3. Ghost Wolf again.
Well, he's still down. He won't get a chance to.
Yeah, but is he knocked
shake
out?
It off? Yes, he's currently knocked out. He won't get a chance to shake it off until his turn.
And what about Pale Moon? Is he in the?
Pale Moon's down and completely out because, Doc's just shot him point blank in the face.
Right. In that case, I'll move to there and search Pale Moon for the photo.
You search them. I'll keep putting rounds into them.
Just keep shooting them.
You've got 2 pistols, so you basically point one each, just go bang, 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 bang.
Okay, so I search the chief. What role would that be under?
Notice.
I've only got a D4. Okay.
Do you need a 4, son?
Yeah,
it's a 4. Right. So you quickly search through him, and inside his jerkin, you see one of those photographs that the mad scientist dude had been taken, and it's a picture of like him and the whole tribe standing there like all together in a long line, smiling, a bit like a family photo.
I destroyed the photo.
All right. How do you destroy the photo?
Get a stick of dynamite, Sean. I rip it into the smallest pieces I can.
Right, so you take.
Sadly, you didn't see you had an extra stick of dynamite.
You take hold, you grab it, and you just go, and the first time you tear it down the middle, a great burst of like color and light comes flying out in all directions. There's a great scream as the Indian Braves fall to the floor, and you see the color come back into Ghost Wolf and Pale Moon and all of the Braves that gradually become the correct skin color that they should be instead of the silvery stuff.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
They're all stunned at the moment, however. So
I look across the dock and go, and now we can kill them.
Let's put that to the test.
Ye and also ha.
Right, they're all stunned for this turn. So I'm going to roll. I'm going to pull new initiatives for you.
Oh my God! You got a Joker's card again.
Doc Jokered. Yes, that means that McQueen's got dead shot. Remember, you get +4 damage and +4 to hit on a Joker. Oh,
it's
no, it's
automatically added to Benny Batting.
It's only if you pull the Joker. Right, so
it's automatically giving us a Benny.
That's cool, isn't it?
On the character sheet. That's really good. Cool.
Yeah.
No, it's if McQueen pulls a Joker, then he gets to use Deadshot. Right. So what do? You go first, Doc.
I shoot both of them in the face.
Oh, okay. No, none of this. You may surrender there, boy. No, you just.
Nope.
Right.
Just casually sitting on your horse and go bang, bang.
Both stunned as they're undergoing the transformation, so you get the drop on them. So for each one, roll on a +4, add a +4 to your modifier.
Don't forget to put it in the modifier thing, and it'll work.
And don't forget to control click on one, then roll.
You can control click on both, but it would. I imagine it would take the dice rolls and apply them to both. So it's probably better to do them one at a time.
Right, that is a hit, and it actually pops up on the character sheet. It's awesome. Hit with a raise. It's got all the icons and everything. Now that we're thinking, right, you shoot Pale Moon in the face. Okay, and you shoot. Roll your damage. Right, it's a wound, but you're on a +4, so that's automatically 2 wounds. He had already suffered a wound, but he was about to heal it, so you literally blow the top of his head off. Brains and feathers splatter all over the desert sun. Right.
And now you shoot the other guy.
And now you shoot the other guy.
Am I at any pluses for that, or
you're on the same because you've got no penalties because you're two pistols.
Yeah, because you're ambidextrous.
Oh, and it's exploded. Hit with a raise, so that's a +D6 damage, but it should automatically work it out. So when you roll your damage on him.
Oh,
that's not good.
It's a wound, but remember it's +4 for the drop, so that's 2 wounds. So again, do you shoot it, blow the top of his head off as well? Do you shoot them both in the face?
Oh,
right.
Yes.
So he literally points his guns in both and just blam! It's just blood and brains splatter into the desert sand. Right. The other Indians, upon realizing that the 2 leaders are dead and that they've reverted back to human form, just start to scatter in all directions. You can gun a few down if you like, but they literally just run into the hills, just like the Iron Maiden song. Right. So the
townsmen suddenly develop testicles and stop running away now?
They do, yes. They start running off down here. This poor guy is now trapped on that side and is easily gunned down. So you literally like fanning the hammer like Western style. The shot rings out. He like sort of clutches at his chest and falls to his knees and then falls forward. So you kill like half a dozen of them, whatever. Maybe 1 or 2 of them get away. The townsmen suddenly turn around and finish off the rest of the braves.
I shoot them both in the head. Bam, bam. Oh my God.
Right. So you've saved the town. Is there anything else you want?
Is the pub still open?
The pub is still open, yeah.
I think I need a drink after that.
So you wander into the bar. There's an Indian dead slumped over the bar. So you like casually saunter up with your spurs clinking, chink, chink, and like slide the Indian onto the floor, and then like laying on the bar is like 2 shots of red eye. They come sliding along the bar. And you have saved the town of Deadstone, or whatever it was called.
Yep, Deadstone.
Oh, this is brilliant.
I'm actually taking a shot of rye To celebrate. That is pretty awesome.
It is. I'm loving it.